friend, welcome. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay, Poshmark, and Depop, and hopefully sell them for a profit. Today I have 4 items that sold over the weekend. Sadly, it was 3 days worth of sales, so not great. It was the 14th, 15th, and 16th of November. My gross sales amount was $143.21. I will say I was sick over the weekend. Still am, you can hear that. And so I wasn't listing. I don't know that that particularly has a huge, I don't know. It seems not fair if that's the reason that my sales were slow. Anyway, this is Omni Wool. These are a pair of leggings, like base layer leggings. They're not actually wool, which is why I didn't keep them for myself. They have wool in them, but they're mostly polyester. So, I mean, they're not the right size for me either, but someone in my family, we are a little bit outdoorsy. So I look for stuff like this when I am thrifting because it can be expensive. These did not sell for a lot of money, and they took a long time to sell. They took about just 8 months, and they sold for $18. I had them listed for $20, and somebody offered me $18 on Poshmark. I bought them at one of my favorite thrift stores, and they have a bag sale occasionally, and that's where I got this, at a bag sale, and my cost of goods was 64 cents. With fees and my cost of goods, there's no shipping costs on Poshmark. It makes my profit on these $13.76, considering my cost of goods. I'm pleased with that. I don't know what I was gonna say. All right. I said in the last video, which I actually just recorded like 10 minutes ago, that this sweater, I sold a striped sweater very similar to this. This sells. I'm not really sure what it is, but I see it. I live in a college town. I see it on the College Boys all the time. And geometric or striped or kind of an abstract print like this is what I see the most and what I sell the most. Kind of a boxy cut and a crew neck, and if it's bonus points if it's made in the US. This is made in Taiwan. The brand is Expressions. Yeah, I see them a lot. This sold on eBay, and I list them for about $40 unless comps warrant otherwise. That was not the case with this one, and it sold in 6 months. I got it from my other favorite thrift store that kind of always has a bag sale, and my average cost of goods that day was 52 cents. Pretty crazy. And lost my sticker. With fees, shipping, and my cost of goods, my profit is $24.99 on that. So very pleased with that one. I wrap everything in tissue paper, which I got new tissue paper. Very excited about that. I was out for a couple of days. I put a little thank you sticker on the item to kind of close up the tissue paper, and then I use various polymailers. I am trying to use reused items, things from Walmart, Amazon orders. My sister, my friend, my mom save things for me sometimes, and so I have a stockpile and I'm trying to use that up, but I'm just trying to make things easy on me today because I'm not feeling well. This is really good. Could have been better, but I paid a lot for it. This is a sweater, kind of a purpley royal blue, kind of a mix in between there, and it's Ibex. I see, let's see if I can see it on here. Oh, here he is. I see a lot of people go, whatever that creature is, it's an Ibex. That's the name of it. That's why it's called that. It's actually an actual animal. These are made in the US, and this is merino wool. Really nice, good quality. I I had it listed for $50, and with a 20% off offer, it sold for $40. I have had this for 4 months, but seasonality, I think, is what made it take a little longer to sell. But Ibex, you know, sells fairly quickly. I feel like I've had one more Ibex item. But I did pay $10 for this, and I got it on a road trip to New York that I took with my husband when he was on a trip. Did I do a video? I think I did a video of that. This sold on eBay, like I said, for $40. It sold for $39.96. With shipping, they paid $47.41. It took 4 months to sell. I paid $10 for it. With fees, shipping, and my cost of goods, my profit is $22.75. This did sell promoted, and so I did pay an extra $1.49 in fees, which is, you know, a bummer, but kind of part of it. I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to do with the new fee thing that's happening with promoted. I don't really want to talk about it right now, mostly because my voice, my throat hurts. But have you looked into that? Have you thought about it? What are you planning to do? Currently, I'm just not messing with anything and leaving it alone, writing it out. All right, this was a really surprising sale for me. I bought this at the bins, and I thought I was gonna end up using it for my daughter. This is like a graduation gown. Brand is Herf Jones. When I listed it, the sell-through rate was terrible. And I was like, well, that's fine. I'll just list it. And then when it doesn't sell, and I didn't even say it. I said, when it doesn't sell, I will just use it for, I have a daughter who's a senior, and we homeschool. So we have to kind of come up with our own, you know, graduation ceremony. I was like, I'll just use it for her. That'll be no big deal. If she wants a gown, I don't know that she's gonna want to actually use a gown. Who knows? Anyway, the point being, this sold in 8 days. I was like, what? And it sold full price. I only had it listed for $30, $29.95. And yeah, I was really surprised. Pleased, but surprised. So with shipping, they paid $40.26. I have an average cost of goods of $2 per item at the bins. The bins is the Goodwill outlet where you pay by the pound. So this probably costs more than $2 a little bit. And I usually say my items that are larger, I usually put a larger cost of goods, but I didn't for some reason on this one. I don't know. Anyway, my profit is $23.09. So my total profit for the weekend, which again was 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, is $84.59, which is not ideal, but still selling things. And definitely November is looking to be better than October was. So I am pleased with that. All right. We have been talking about things we're grateful for, and I'm gonna tell you, my kids, I'm so grateful for my kids. My 9-year-old was just knocking on the window of our garage and like waving at me with the cat paw. They just make me smile, they make me laugh. Parenting is hard. It's real hard, but it's one of the best things I've ever done. Probably the best thing I've ever done. So I'm really grateful for my kids, and each one individually, but also just kind of as a package. They're pretty great. So let me know what you're grateful for in the comments. And I think that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. Make sure you like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you soon.